What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Animal Crossing New Leaf. I think today is episode 30, which is kind of wild, man. We're like really at the end of it. We're gonna have one more episode tomorrow, but this is kind of the home stretch here. It's been quite fun kind of getting back to my roots here and have some fun playing this game. If you guys have really enjoyed it, let me know in the comments, man. I was thinking about doing maybe a New Horizons kind of 30 days or something similar to what I'm currently doing. I don't know. Heavily dependent on if you guys want to see it. So if you guys leave comments, like, share the videos, we might be able to do 30 days in New Horizons potentially. But today is day 30, though today is not our last day because tomorrow is my birthday in game. We'll celebrate the birthday and then we'll probably hang up the hat of this game, which is wild. But if you guys want to see other DS games, let me know because, ooh, did I spend a pretty penny on this. So if you guys want to see other DS games, give me a holla because a 3DS with a capture card is not an inexpensive purchase, to say the least. I absolutely love that I bought it. It's actually a really cool system. And I wish I bought it a while ago. So I actually, ages ago, bought a 3DS. And my goal with it, you've been waiting, starts this Saturday. Oh, that's too bad. My goal with buying the 3DS many moons ago, I bought one with a virtual capture card in hopes of doing what I'm doing right now. But one of the things with the virtual capture card is the quality is not good. So I was like all concerned about buying a 3DS. And then I bought one finally. I spent, I don't know, $400 on the virtual capture card and it didn't work. So then I bought this one and this was, I don't even know. I do know, I'm just afraid to say. It was like nearly $1,000 for this 3DS, which, I don't know, man. I don't mind. I actually love it and I've been playing it offline. So, an investment to say the least. I think one of the big things with the DS especially is the way you play a 3DS can't be replicated in emulation very well. So if you ever want to like kind of record, emulation's just not great. Obviously, Nintendo doesn't like it, so I'm not encouraging it. And I wouldn't encourage it for the 3DS anyways. So it's kind of weird, man. It's kind of weird. And this has a, someone actually like installed the motherboard and stuff. So like it's a completely different, same system, just obviously kind of built uniquely, if you will. And now I'm like, man, maybe I should get more 3DS games. See, I bought so many like video games not long ago because I've really enjoyed retro game shopping. I've like started collecting an entire list of GameCube games. I have Animal Crossing for the GameCube. I bought like, I don't know, I probably have like 50 GameCube games behind me. I also have a handful of PS2 games, Wii games. What else do I have? I have N64. I've been like collecting all the games I had as a kid. And every time I buy them, it makes me so happy. And my fiance never understands it. And I barely understand it. I don't know what buying old games and why it makes me happy, but it does. I reminisce and I enjoy that. So I've been buying all these old retro games again. And the only issue is obviously the time I get into it is the most expensive time ever for retro gaming. So when I got into it, it was like kind of COVID. Freckles. I don't know who Freckles is. I got into it during COVID, and COVID, there was a huge price hike for retro video games. I think at the time they gave out all that stimulus money. I think people were like, oh, let me go buy things. And I think people also got kind of sentimental with all the negativity around the world at the time, and still to this day, kind of negative. And my assumption is that's why everyone got into it. I got into it because I finally had money. You know, if I had money growing up, sooner, I probably would have started getting into retro game shopping sooner. But I never had any money. I had no means of doing it, you know? So I finally got into it. It just happened to be when everything was so expensive, unfortunately. If you look at like pricing of games, you just look at 2020 and just see this drastic, like crazy upward chart of game pricing, which is very unfortunate. But what are you going to do, man? Oh, good. I need to give you some anyways. Well, I never thought I'd collect 3DS games. 3DS was never like a very big, big system for me. If I was to collect anything, it'd be like GameCube. I freaking, not GameCube, and then it would be like Game Boy. I remember as a kid, I used to hide underneath my covers so I could play my Game Boy Color. I'd hide under the covers. You'd have one of those worm light things. It was like a big, long, for some reason I want to say chewy light, because I think I was a kid, I probably chewed on it. It was like this big, long rubber light that would go over your Game Boy just so you could see. And my parents would pop in and I'd act like I'm asleep. And then I'd pull out my Game Boy and I'd go underneath the covers. I'd have my light on and be playing Pokemon. First ever Pokemon game I had was Pokemon Crystal. Was the name of it? Pokemon Pokemon Crystal. So I was playing that as a kid. I had Crystal. My brother had the other one. I have a twin brother. He had whatever the other one was. I can't recall. Ruby? Ruby Crystal? Were those the two? Anyways, he had the other one, and I had Crystal. My brother had, my oldest brother had Yellow. Pokemon Yellow for the Game Boy when it came out. Obviously a bit different, but... yeah, Pokemon Yellow for Zach. I remember him playing it too, funny enough. I remember, you know what I remember more than him playing it is just the cartridge laying around my house. So funny that that's what I remember about it. I just remember the cartridge. Like sitting in junk piles, you know? You don't know how many... probably how much money we just had in video games sitting around growing up. Just like in random piles. And at the time, they probably weren't worth a lot either. I'd have like Game Boy cartridges sitting in like the junk drawer, you know? My parents bought me it. Maybe I played it for a couple years and then I just never played it again. But we never sold it. We probably just put it in a junk drawer. And in that same drawer was all our GameCube games, you know? All of our, not GameCube, Game Boy games and cartridges. The thing is, they were great for the drawer because they were like indestructible. You know, those things were like hard plastic that took a lot to break or a lot to damage. So it just fits so well in there with the random keys, dice, and playing cards in my house. You know, the random Pokemon cards I still had sitting in the drawer next to my GameCube games, Game Boy games. Now I remember getting a Game Boy Advance. What else did I had a PS2, but I didn't get PS2 till after my neighbors already had it. I just go over to my neighbor's house just to play his PlayStation. And he also, he wasn't the best at video games, and he would literally have me come over and beat them for him. I can vividly remember beating Ratchet and Clank because he wasn't that good. He's like, dude, come beat this. I'd come over, beat it. Vice versa, though, I also had someone who would come over and beat Tony Hawk for us. Tony Hawk Pro Skater. We weren't very good at it. And there was this kid in my neighborhood who was. So he'd beat Tony Hawk Pro Skater for us. He'd come over, do that. And then the other thing we did was those, in Sonic the Hedgehog, there was like those, they're called chows or something. And those things were interesting because I wasn't very good at raising them, and I didn't play enough, you know? I didn't really stick to games that long. Clamshells are currently making extra money. So anyways, I remember my friend would be like, okay, let's trade the chows. And I go, cool, let's trade them. And it would say, do not unplug or pull out memory card. And he'd go, all right, wait, do not plug and pull out memory card. Pull it out. And he'd pull it out and it would duplicate it. It would duplicate his chow. So we had like a max level one because he pulled out the memory card when you weren't supposed to and it duplicated it on both memory cards. You were supposed to be like trading, so you weren't supposed to be duplicating. But the funny part about that is he got it from someone else. So I wonder how many of us had exactly the same like devil chow and god chow and like Like these ultimate stat little guys running around our Sonic Adventure Battle Adventures 2 playground. We probably all had like the same one. Because I know I gave him to a friend, so there was at least 5 of them out there. Because my brother had one, I had one, he had one, he got it from someone, and I gave my friend one. So I knew there was at least 5. Now, if any of us gave it to more people, I'd watch out. What's a pearl oyster shell? Wait, can we come back to this? What is that? Can you open those? I guess you can't do anything. All right, I've never seen pearl oyster shells. I assume maybe there was a pearl in there, but I guess not. Thank you. Yeah, man, that was the best, dude. That was the best. First part is now I recently took a vacation, and we take it every year, me and my fiance. We just take it to like kind of enjoy some time off. I sat there and played video games all day, and man, do I miss doing that as a kid. What a time that was. You know, all you had to do is go to school, come home, play video games all night, then do it all over again. Yo, let's go! Boom, boom. With the maracas. What's this? That's a fancy display table. No, thanks. My guy. Who the heck is this? Oh, he does the fishing tournaments, right? Leo Weldon. He does the fishing tournaments. Oh, the other thing I have to decide on is what else I want to play, because this is about to be over, which finally means I can start recording other games, which I gotta be honest, quite excited about. This game's been a blast, but I'm kind of excited to do something new. I feel like I've repeated myself so many times throughout this series as I ran out of things to talk about. But 30 days, man, not half bad. We made it. What are the coupons for today? New exterior and new clothes. Did that say new clothes? I guess we'll go see what's going on at the stores. I've never seen a train actually come by. That's not my first time ever seeing that interaction. Huh. Is that an oven? That's sick. Did they have a point system in one of these? Is this not the one with the reward system, or is that just, is that after the store gets upgraded? I thought there was like a reward system, like a membership or something. Is that not in this one? Maybe it's only in the GameCube? I don't know, I don't remember. I don't really like any of these. Let me go see if your sister has any cool hats. I've really liked my current mask, but maybe you guys got a cooler one in here. I do like the duckbill, I gotta be honest. I am a fan of the duckbill. Wait, I didn't even know there was a run button in this game. How did I know there was a run button this entire time? Do you run by default, or have I just never ran? Hold up. Guys? Guys, were you not going to tell me there was a freaking button to run in? I've never ran in my life. What? One of the bumpers is run? What's the other bumper? It's also run? No way. I've been thinking of a catchphrase. Change it. All right, alpha. Beta. Beta, what do you think? If you don't like alpha, be a beta. Wait, I thought I completed 2 things, did I not? I was supposed to buy something from Tom's place. I think their store is closed because it's 8 o'clock. No! I gotta go check. I think I just missed it though. No, this stinks. Wow. Do they party in here? They party in Club LOL. Yo, KK. Let's go! Rock, 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 rock. Woo, woo. Just me and the kangaroo dancing, me and Sylvia. Dude, I wish they'd give me a CD of this. Can you give me a CD? I guess not. Alrighty. Well, I think that's where we call it. This was supposed to be the last episode, episode 30, but I think tomorrow will be because tomorrow is my birthday. And I think we're going to finish it off with a nice birthday episode. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you guys enjoyed the content, consider doing those things. And let me know what you guys want to see next. Anyways, guys, I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.